We enter the second week of training. I have two concerns. First, we've missed 2 days of training, so we are slightly behind schedule. And secondly, Robert is still struggling to see patterns. So it doesn't matter how well he's shooting or how many drills he does, if he can't see the easiest way to run out a pattern, he's always going to struggle. So today I'm going to set up patterns, first easy, then harder, to see if he can figure out the easiest way to run them out.
So I'd probably just put the cue here, play the one in the corner, and play the cue off the rail for the 2, and then I would just have to roll the cue forward just a tiny bit to get the 3 in the corner.
Yeah, that's perfect. And coming off the rail is the best way to do it, because you'll be coming toward the ball.
Right.
And instead of trying to stun it, that's a lot harder if you can just roll it toward the rail and come off.
What I'd probably do is play the 1 in the side here and follow it, because I could get in this area and still be able to hold the ball and roll it forward for the 3, because if I came up a little short in this area here from what I wanted, then I could come off the rail down table, and if I came up a little long, then I could draw it across for the 3 in the corner pocket, or couldn't quite shoot it in the side, but I think that, no, actually I like that one.
Now, one thing you have to remember is, if your cue ball were here, that would be a good angle just to move over, right?
Okay.
So if you don't have to go very far. If you look at this, you could either shoot the 1 and stun over just a little bit, or you could shoot the 1 ball on the side and just have the cue ball roll forward a little bit. Now you have a nice little angle. All you have to do is shoot this and come over here.
Okay.
Here you have to travel a little bit, right?
Right.
And then you almost have to get perfect or a little bit across the line, then you have a nice angle to come over here. But if once you end up short, you're in a little bit of trouble, because then you have to put a lot of stroke into it and rip it in the corner and maybe come off the side over here. But here, if you have the 1 ball in the side, put the cue ball here, you're just rolling forward a few inches. And here, once you pocket this ball, the cue ball will naturally go this way.
Okay.
So you're already close to being on the right angle.
Right.
You're just going to move the cue ball a little bit closer and then pop it in.
Okay. Okay, this one I would play in the corner at this angle, so I could play up table. Actually, you know what? I'd play this one on the side, like that shot that we had the other day with that prong pattern.
Shoot in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, and play off the rail, because then I could, with a stop shot, I could bring the ball down table, and pretty much anything in this area I could shoot the 3 ball in the corner.
Yeah, you always want to come off a rail if you can toward a ball.
Right. Well, that's what I was thinking. If I came off of here, I'd have a really tough time controlling my speed in the open table. But if I played it this way, I've shot that shot enough times that I'm confident that I could do it correctly.
Because then you can just pick out a spot here that you want to bounce off of.
Yeah.
And then your speed doesn't have to be perfect. You can stop anywhere along here, and then you just roll that 2 ball in.
Right.
Okay, now
4 ball. So I'd probably play the 1 ball in the corner, using low left to bring myself up table for the 2, and I'd want to probably be somewhere in this area. Yeah, I'd like to be close so I could draw on the 3. I don't know if this would work, but I'd shoot the 1 like I said, bring the ball across and up table for the 2. If I'm on line with the 2, then I would do a stop shot here, so that way I could play high English on the 4, or the 3. And bring it up table for the 4 in this corner.
Yeah, when the 3 ball, if you have a ball near a rail and then the ball after that is way down here, especially on a big table, the closer it is at the corner, the more you're going to have to shoot it in the corner with high English and use a left-hand spin to come around.
Okay.
So you're on the right track. I mean, if the 3 ball were here, then you could just play shape for a shot in the corner and come down this way, right? But once it gets all the way down here, you're better off just using the center of the table for the 3 ball.
Okay.
And this is just high with some left hand.
So I can just play 3 rails
right
and around.
And if you get here, it gets a little tougher with the high left-hand English.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking
that's why you hit the rail right away, and the left-hand English is going to be coming down this way. Right. But once you're here, then the spin will grab it and take it around.
Okay.
And we'll practice that later.
Okay.
But you had the right idea. You put it here. Use the spin to come middle of the table. 2 ball, middle of the table. Now see how this is one of those patterns where it's middle of the table?
Right.
1 middle of the table, 2 middle of the table. And since the 3 is so far down there, we're just going to use high with left-hand English. And it'll come right down here.
Okay, so I think that the thing that was giving me a hard time is figuring out how to get on 2. Once I got on 2, it's fairly easy.
Yeah.
But I think what I'd probably do, my first thought is to follow it, like to shoot the one down here and follow. But that's a lot of, I mean, I have to get down here, so I almost want to kind of come off the rail a little bit, but then that's tough for the speed controls. So what I'm thinking is what I would like to have happen is be pretty much anywhere from about this dot to this dot for the cue ball after it hits the 1 in this area. Because if it was low like this, I could shoot it in the, still be able to make it in the side, or if it was too low, I could shoot the 2 way down, but that's a long ways. But I'm thinking that if I could get it in this area here, then I could shoot it in the side pocket and still be able to, like if it was here, I could shoot at pocket speed and bring the ball up table here for a stop shot on the 3. If I came up a little too short from here, then I'd probably just play it off table or off the rail into the table so that I could get a decent shot on the 3. But my concern is getting there for the 1 ball. So what I'd probably do is just play about like this and play the ball, the 1 on the side, and bring the ball out. Because that would be a shot that I have the skill to do, and I think I have the speed control to do it. So I'd play the 1 down here at a slight angle to play the ball out in the table for the shot on the 2. Yeah, so what I'd probably do is play this angle, center ball, kind of like a stun it over basically. I don't know, the 1's got me pretty stumped up.
Okay, yeah, I'll show you the easy way to figure it out.
Okay.
Now, if the cue ball were right here and forget about the 1 ball, what would you do if this was your shot in the 2 ball?
I'd play the
right
around the table.
So see how once you strike the 1 ball, you're already have a good angle to go around for the 3 ball.
Okay.
You don't need to create something new. So what you could do is just stand over here, since you're right-handed, you could just shoot the 1 and come off here. And this is just a matter, and these shots are pretty simple, right?
Right.
You were doing these before, we just come off like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that would put me on.
And you're coming toward the 3 ball.
Right.
So whenever you can shoot a ball and you already have a pretty good angle on the next ball, generally you probably just want to take that angle instead of trying to create a new angle.
Okay.
Because like you said, you know, what if you end up here, here, here.
Right.
This is pretty definite. This is pretty big.
Okay. I was just concerned that having that, it being that far away from the table, and having to put spin on the ball and put a stroke in the ball, that it might be a little difficult to cut the ball in that pocket.
Oh no, this is a shot you could probably do 100 times in a row. It's just a matter of just practicing it with a spin.
Okay.
And then...
yeah, I'm confident I could make it. I was just concerned that...
because these shots, your speed control doesn't have to be perfect.
Right, and if I was over here, it would have to be again. So I've got 1, 2 shots that would rely heavily on speed control.
And this one you're already on a pretty good line.
Right.
Okay. But your way of coming down here, some players would also do that. But I think a lot of the top players would just take the angle and just use the rails.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty simple, just use a little bit of spin and just come around.
Okay. So I think I'd shoot the 1 in the corner. Actually, I'd probably shoot the 1 in the side, and then bring the cue ball up table so that I could shoot the 2 down that corner and bring it off the rail for the 3. And then after that, it would be just the 4, come across table for the 5, roll it forward for the 6.
The rest is elementary. So here you would shoot the 1 and up here for the 2?
Yeah, I think I'd practice or do that one shot that we've been practicing over here. But more than likely, being that I'm more comfortable with it, I think I would either follow for that side and follow it, or shoot it there and draw it, but that would be a long shot. So I'd probably, I'd either shoot it in the side here and follow, or shoot it in the corner and stun it over some.
Okay. And then from here, you're just going to hold it up here for the 3 corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because even if I had to play a little tighter or stronger, then I could bring it on the rail and across table. But ideally, I would probably I'd want to be on this side of the 3, because that way I could still work it across table for the 4. So I think anything in...
Then once you get on a 3 ball, even a stop shot 4, come out this rail, 5, end up short, you can come over there.
Right.
Straight in and just roll it down. Now the 1 and the 2, if players are having trouble with their speed control, what they would do is they would put the cue ball here. They would shoot the 1 ball and just follow the cue ball off this rail and give themselves a little angle.
Okay.
Then they can stun it out, or they can draw it back over here.
Okay.
The players are playing pretty good. They have good speed control. They can shoot the 1 ball, follow it here, get this angle. This is the angle they like. Because this angle right here, they're just going to roll a 2 ball in, but they're not going to hold it for the corner. They can roll it in and just come this way.
Okay.
With 3 ball side. That's almost automatic with these shots.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of trying to play a tight spot for a corner, once they start going over here, look at their window for this side. It's just enormous.
Okay.
And that way they can also just roll it in. They're just going to roll it in like this.
Okay.
And then once they're over here, the rest is pretty simple. Stop, roll this in, and just come back from the 5 ball.
Okay. I think I'd shoot the 1 ball in here.
Okay. There you go.
It helps me visualize a little better.
Yeah.
So I'd probably shoot the cue ball like that for the 1 here, and then play off the rail here for either the 2 in the side, or probably ideally the 2 in the corner down there. So this is what I'm thinking. Right now I'm worried that a 2 shot that long on any table is going to be fairly difficult, especially if I'm not exactly straight.
Yeah.
The side pocket is doable, but it's pretty tight at that angle. So the thing that I'm thinking right now is to shoot the 1 in this corner, but like you said, use the rails to come around. Because I could pretty much come all the way to here and still be able to shoot the 2. Anything, I think ideally what it would be is to play the 2 in this pocket as well. So I think I would, play up table like that, come around. I mean, because as long as I could get to this position, anywhere, well gosh, even if I was on the rail, real close to the rail to shoot the 3, I could still get on the 4.
Yeah.
And then once I was on the 4, the 5 and 6 are fairly easy, but I'm having trouble getting
Well,
on the 2
one thing is, generally that's a little tight on the side, but if you look where the 1 ball is, it's not that far away from being
right. It's
on the
almost
line.
perfect.
I would just shoot it and stun it over it, and almost everybody would probably do that.
Okay.
And just take it, because this is, it's not a real difficult shot if you can get around here. But shooting this and trying to come around and get perfect on the 2 ball, that's probably more difficult than shooting the ball on the side.
Okay.
So I would just, if you're right-handed, you can shoot this, stun it over. And the angle you want on the 3 ball is probably right about here.
Right.
Just roll it forward. Because ideally, when you shoot the 3 ball, actually, I'll let you figure that out. Where would you want the cue ball to be on the 3 to get on the 4?
Okay. Well, personally, like I said, I would rather shoot the 2 on the side.
Yeah, that's the best option, considering where the 1 ball is.
Well, I didn't know if it would be, so that's why I was apprehensive.
That's
to
okay.
say it,
That's why we're going through all this.
Okay.
So you start learning these.
Yeah. Ideally, I think I'd like to be anywhere from about here
And then
to about here.
And then from there, how are you going to get on a 4 ball?
Gosh, I could probably just play high and come off that rail and then split the difference between the 4 and the 6. With maybe a little right English.
Yeah, let's see.
And come up
Yeah, this is
this way.
on shots like this, and you have it right. That's about the right angle. It's just going to be a little above center, and the right-hand English is what cuts the angle down.
Okay.
Not so much the high, it's the right-hand English.
Okay.
Is what cuts it down. Now, where do you want to be on the 4 ball? After you shoot the 3.
On the 4, I'd like to
So
be
let's say we shoot the 3 and we come down this way. Where would you like to be?
either from here closer to the rail, or I mean, ideally I'd probably want to be here, because then I could play I mean, if I was here, I could play the 4 in the corner and then off the rail. But if I was here, I don't know, is that enough room to play the rails? Or come forward?
Yeah, if you shot the 3 ball, your position shot from the 3 to the 4 would be, you want to shoot the 3, come in here, and you want to end up on the end rail.
Okay.
Because here, all you have to do is shoot this and then come off the rail.
Right, yeah. That
You're only
makes
coming off one rail and you're coming
it a
toward the
lot
5
easier.
So let's say you're here. Now where would you want to end up for the 5 ball to get on the 6?
Probably anywhere from here over. So like if I had to come down, but ideally I would want to be in this area so that I could play the 6 and then just come off the rail for the 7.
So you're going to try and shoot the 4 and force it off the rail and go that way?
Yeah. Like if the cue ball was here, then I would shoot the 4, come around for the 5, and then either roll it forward, or if I came down too far, then I could start across.
Okay, so you would still come this way toward the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you're on the end rail, you just have to look at your 5 ball line, right?
Mm-hmm.
See that 5 ball line, how it goes to the side rail?
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you can cross that line when you come here. Now look, once you cross that line and head this way, all of this is perfect.
Right.
Right.
Because I'd like to be, you know, from here
Well,
over.
If you were right here, all you have to do is use a tangent line to bring your cue ball over here.
Okay.
You're just going to shoot in the corner and come this way. Just a hair below center and it comes that way.
Okay.
So from the 4 to the 5, you just have to cross that line and end up here. Once you end up short, then it gets a little funny.
Okay.
Then you got to really stroke into it and go around.
Try to get it to play rails.
You probably don't want to be straight in either.
Okay.
That's like 4 feet you got to draw back to get perfect, right?
Right.
We don't have to get perfect, but you just have to end up down here. But if you can just use the 4 ball and create your little angle, then everything is really easy.
Okay.
So this is a tougher run.
I've never tried it, but is it possible to play that 1 in that corner that you're standing at and still be able to play 3 rails for the 2? Like from this angle?
Oh, do you mean 3 rails? You mean come down this way?
Yeah.
I mean, you could, it'd be tight, but
All right with the 4 ball.
yeah.
Because the first thing I thought was to try to do the low, like in this case the low left English, and bring it back, but I'd have to try to split the 6 and the 5. and then I've only got like, you know, this much room to play with for the 2 to try to get on the 3.
You're close. Pretty much, you don't have to. You can split them. But if you put the cue ball close enough to the 1 ball, if you're right-handed, I mean, you're just gonna be rolling up a few inches.
That way I
You're just
can
gonna be
play
coming up like this.
the multiple rails off of the 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to come between them,
okay,
you really don't need to do that. You can just come up like this.
right.
And from the 2 ball there, you have a natural angle just to go 1, 2 rails and come towards your 3 ball.
Right. Boy, yeah, that makes things a lot easier.
So here you're just moving it a few inches, and then you already have your angle.
Okay. Yeah, because once I'm on the 3,
yeah, once you shoot the 2 and get on the 3 ball,
either play, yeah, I can either stop shot for the 4.
well, stop shot will give you an angle.
Well,
But not much of an angle. You should still be all right.
I think I'd roll it forward.
Yeah.
Honestly, either that or if I was, you know, a little further out, I would just play it off the rail because ideally I think I'd like to be anywhere from this point forward, and then that would, you know what? Actually, I think it would be ideal to be in this area because then I could still play the 4 on the side, and then. No, I think that would work to play the 4 on the side and then come off a rail, and then be anywhere I think in this area here. Well, probably from here to here because then I could hold the.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be here.
Right, yeah, because
I mean, your danger zone is crossing the line.
Yeah.
And then you're almost out of luck. I don't know if you'd be able to get out.
Right. Yeah, so probably. Yeah, that, I don't know. That's kind of tight there. So maybe what I would do is play it a little long, so that I could play the 4 in here and bring the cue ball down table, so I could play the 5, and then I would just have to roll it forward on the next 2 shots for the 5,
Yeah.
6, 7.
The 5 and 6. When you shoot the 3 ball, ideally you want to end up almost straight in on the 4 ball because watch what happens when you stop it.
Okay.
You already have your angle. You don't need to come off a rail to create an angle. You already have it right about here.
Yeah, but I'm talking like if I didn't get a perfect angle.
Yeah, anywhere around here you could almost hold it. Just around here.
Okay. Because then I could just.
And if you did come too far, you can do what you said and just roll it down there for the side.
Okay.
But once you're here, this is just below center.
Right.
And now we know with that tangent line, if you look at that tangent line, the cue ball strikes the 5 ball, there is no way you can scratch.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't have any roll, you're not going to scratch.
Right.
Just make sure it has a little bit of low and your cue ball is going to come this way. And what you want to do is you just want to end up coming off the rail a little bit.
Okay.
Now if you look at this angle here, you're just going to shoot the 6 and stun it.
Right.
So yeah, 3 to the 4, you try and get around here and hold it. Like you said, if you end up too far, then you just roll it.
Okay.
Take the 5 on the side. You know, if you end up short, that's a danger zone. Then you got to play the 6 ball in the long pocket.
Right.
And players don't like doing that. Because if you don't get perfect, now you got to shoot in the long pocket and get shape.
Right. Okay.
Your best bet is coming too far. Because look how easy this is. Center high, right?
Right.
Come off here, and it's coming back.
Right. Okay.
Okay. You can do it there, right?